And now to the topic of today's discussion. So I wanted to talk about ARKX. So we all know that ARK filed a new ETF, which is called ARKX, which is going to be their space ETF. And everybody is talking about it, but everybody seems to be waiting on what type of companies they should be investing in because of ARKX. So I decided to make things a little simpler. Now, this by no means is targeted towards any stock that you guys might be thinking of, but I am going to make some assumptions just based on what's on their website. Now, this information has been out there for quite a while, but I feel like a lot of people have been talking about ARKX without actually going to their website. So I'm going to do that with you guys, and we're going to try to come to some conclusions to maybe pick up these stocks before they get included in ARKX. So ARKX is basically an ETF that's going to be founded towards space and space exploration. So they are going to be investing in companies that are geared towards that direction. So if you go to ARK Invest's website, which is a fairly simple website to look at, and you click on space exploration, which is right there for you guys to see, you are going to see that space exploration has been something that they have been interested in for quite a while. It actually says seeks to provide exposure to companies included or involved in space-related businesses like reusable rockets, satellite drones, and other orbital or suborbital aircraft. Now, the fact that I said reusable rockets should give you some type of a hint as to where ARK is looking to put their money. Let's scroll down a little bit and see what else we can look at here. Reusable rockets. Now, I did say earlier that I'm not going to mention individual stocks, but you guys can get a pretty easy idea as to where ARKX is looking to invest their money. The next thing it says here is orbital aerospace. Now, I'm not going to give you guys the ticker symbol, but for any of you who invested in that company, you saw a huge amount of growth just last week because ARKX actually filed for this ETF, and everybody's assuming that they're going to be a major player in this company. Suborbital aerospace, aerial drones. So we're talking about drones in space. So this is very interesting. You guys need to keep an eye out for companies that are going to be manufacturing this type of product, and for the companies that are going to be helping this company manufacture this type of product, if you know what I mean. Now, the next one I thought was really interesting. 3D printing. Now imagine being in space and having a machine that could 3D print whatever you wanted. And this is actually a holding that I currently have, an existing holding of mine in my portfolio. And ARK Invest actually has them in their portfolio as well. So, although I'm not mentioning individual stocks right now, you guys should have a pretty good idea of which company is going to be doing 3D printing in space, basically printing parts so that we don't have to ship them from Earth all the way to space. So that is a huge section or a huge vertical that a lot of people are not looking at right now. And this is actually the most interesting vertical to me. So out of all of these verticals, or out of all of these investment focuses that ARK has mentioned, 3D printing to me seems like something that is totally doable with these small machines that are going to be printing in space. And there are a few companies out there that have already tried and tested a lot of things and have gotten backing from huge funds. So keep an eye out for 3D printing, as when ARKX ETF opens up, there's going to be a huge investment in 3D printing, and those stocks are going to rally, and these companies are going to see significant growth just because of those contracts. And of course, enabling technologies. Now, this is something that you are going to require in space because you're going to be disconnected from Earth. So this is something that's also vital. Right below that, it goes over the overview. So the type, it's going to be active equity, and there's going to be 30 to 50 companies in this ETF, which is pretty standard for ARK. I mean, every ETF that they have generally has around 30 to 50 companies in it. So it's expected that we're going to see 30 to 50 companies that ARK is going to invest in. So those are the number of companies you guys should be looking at in the space vertical so that you guys make the right decision when investing in these companies before ARKX jumps into them. Of course, the portfolio manager is none other than Kathy Wood. She is a genius. She's a mastermind. Anything that she thinks of or even touches goes up in value instantaneously because the woman is a visionary. She's an extraordinaire. Massive respect to Kathy Wood and her strategies. I think the direction that she's taking towards the future and her vision towards the future and where we are going as time progresses is just amazing. This is something that is inevitable. It's something that a lot of people are not seeing right now. But from an investment standpoint, I think now is the right time to get into something like this. And then the website goes on to give more detail. It seems like this web page was created quite a while ago, so they have been looking into this for quite some time. And here you can see the investment team and none other than Kathy Woods leading the team, which is amazing. I just wanted to cover this really quickly because I'm hearing a lot of talk around ARKX and the companies that they are willing to invest in or the companies that they're interested in investing in, but a lot of you haven't even gone to the website. So I'm just going over it, making sure you guys understand what type of companies they're going to be looking at and what type of verticals in the space exploration section they're interested in. Once again, if you guys are enjoying this content, please remember to hit that like button so that you are part of this awesome investing community, and subscribe to my channel so that you get all the information that I put out every day first. Just like that, my name is Hamza, and I'll see you guys next video.